Welcome, welcome. Introducing the next build on the channel. Central RC Marine, aka Bonsai Sports, 58-inch fountain. Look at this thing. Powered by a modified Hansen 32cc. Really excited about this. Here's all the swag. I am going to be doing a very limited radio box with waterproof servos. Radio box is going to be for the life and the receiver. Ooh, look at this stuff. Hey, what is this? Is this an epoxy pigment? Are we going to be painting the inside to match the running hardware? Oh, exciting. Stay tuned. I think I'm going to really like this Stinger. It looks like it's pretty easy to adjust. Trim tabs. Yeah, I mean, I measured 100 times for all these holes, really. And really line things up to get everything as square as possible. And you can see the bottom of the Stinger is, if you didn't tell, but the bottom of the Stinger is very flush with the bottom of the hull, and then the tabs are about 1/16 of an inch or so up from the edge. So I'm going to be putting this rudder assembly on, and then possibly drilling the cooling hoses.
Most of the hardware in the rear all squared away, and so I took, if you're not following JJ Roto Geek, you should be. Thank you, JJ. Him and his friends on the chat group are a wealth of knowledge, and happy to be a part of that. Using the washer trick, which is essentially taking the same diameter washer, which is an inch washer, and when we take out the engine, we can use the washer to guide us in where the rubber isolation mounts are making contact on the stringers, and using that as a guide, we can in fact measure and mount the holes for the engine mount. So what I'm doing here is I'm locating getting everything the same dimension, looking at the depth, and marking those, and then I'll be taking a look at finding the center of each hole, or excuse me, each circle that the engine mount makes, and going from there. So this is a mono, and I believe what's it, 28% is the rough guideline of what your CG you want. When speaking with Bonsai and Dean, he told us you want the center of the front mounts to be no more than 21.5 inches from the inside. Let me put this on. Inside rear of inside of the transom. And so here we are, 21.5, where I'm actually earlying up a little bit. And then I'm also speaking with, I also talked with Pirate on one of the boat forums, and on a build that he was working with. I think he was one of the first builders of the fountain. He identified no more than, I think it was actually 17.5 from the inside of the transom to the center of the plug. And here we are, we're a little bit, I don't know, I feel like we should be a little bit, I'm giving myself a little bit of room for CG. So we're right at 17. So I think that's a good spot. That puts our CG roughly 34. If I just do the finger test, it's roughly 34% of the overall length, which is more than 27 or 28%. So, or it's more than 28 to 30%. So, sounds like this hull with the steps is a little bit of a unique situation where we are going to be above that. So let's get to it. All right, so I got a washer taped on in the approximate location. I'm using the point of a 5/16, even though this is going to be a 1/4 inch. I'm marking that, and then I'm going to do that for. I'm marking that, and then while I'm marking with the pencil where that point is. Do yourself a favor, don't get this and an 1/8 inch shank drill bit, brad point drill bit. Just go on ZipKit's website. I didn't know this. Just go on ZipKit's website and order, these are my little spacers, order a right angle adapter from ZipKit's, because it's cheaper. It's $8. All right. Okay. Success. The first two went in. I'm just doing a fit up on making sure they line up. Measurements look, preliminarily, they look good. Okay, I'm going to do some measurements for the back and do the back.
Be right back. Smells delicious. Fiberglass. Let's see how she fits. Oh, mama. Okay. Big sigh of relief. A little nerve-wracking. First timer right here. I haven't bent the... Sweet, man. That looks awesome. I'm just gonna tighten those down. I wonder... So I did a check on this. See, it's like just barely hitting. I did mark this with some, the only thing I had was grease. I just marked it with some grease. During the fit up, I think it's going to be pretty close to that, but we'll check that later. All right, this is great. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Next is going to be bending the stuffing tube. I've got some, I'm going to do a wood support underneath the stuffing tube and lay some glass into that. And I'm not sure when I'm going to do that, but that's going to be down the pipe. All right, stay tuned. Thanks.